So, radio announcers suck at doing voiceover. I know I'm about to get myself in trouble, but hear me out. I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. Check out my reasons. So, just like what I said in the blog, let me start by saying not all radio announcers suck at doing voiceover. As a matter of fact, some of the best voiceover people started as radio announcers. So to say that all radio announcers suck at voiceover, it's not entirely true, but most. And here's why. I would say that the first reason that radio announcers suck at being voiceover talent is that the station doesn't care. A lot of stations just absolutely don't care. They do what's called run and gun, and they assign the announcers to voice commercials. It's included in their contracts. They say, hey, go down to the production room. I want you to read 5 scripts, do it in 20 minutes. And so the radio announcers go down there, they're with the production directors or whoever's in the production department. They read these scripts and they may read it once and then that's it. They don't take their time to do it and they don't develop their skill because they don't have to, because the radio station doesn't care. And then they're on to the next script, and it's like, okay, peace, I'm out of here. That's my 4 or 5 hours at the radio station, and then that's it. If the radio station cared more, then the talent would care more. And the talent would know that their talent skills needs to be upped in order to do really good voiceover. If you've ever wondered why radio people make terrible voice actors, it's because they're excellent radio people, but they're not actors. And that's a distinction between what we do as voiceover talent and what radio people do in announcing on air. They're good at being themselves, but when it's time to turn on those acting chops, a lot of times it's just chop. Radio announcers get really stuck in the radio voice. The announcer voice. The announcer voice is that artificially inflated, we'll bring in the hottest music or whatever they're gonna say, right? And that's not what voice acting is. Voice acting is taking lines that are artificial and making them sound natural, as opposed to taking natural lines and making them sound artificial. Those voices just don't sound good in a commercial environment. You know, radio people are used to talking in a certain pattern. It's a kind of monotone delivery. It's kind of predictable if you listen to them long enough. And voice actors are used to delivering in a very unpredictable yet very natural sounding delivery. It's an emotional range that we go through. We can go through sad, we can go through excited. A lot of the radio people do excited really well, but then they can't tone it down all the way down, and they can't bring it to the middle. You know, they just lack that emotional connection with the audience. And for different products, it requires different emotions. And I just don't feel like in listening to radio announcers that they express that emotional range. So I'm outlining a problem. How do you fix the problem? You fix the problem by recognizing first that there is a problem. And why is this a problem? Because I think that it affects the station and the sound of the station. And that's really important, especially when you're in a small market. You want to make your station sound like it's a big market. And when you're in a big market, you don't want your station to sound like it's in a small market. In this atmosphere where budgets are being cut and radio is being nationalized, I think if you want to show value to your radio station as a radio announcer, get voice acting training. Take some classes, do some improv, get some regular acting training under your belt, the same way that any voiceover talent would do. I think it can only make you better. The more skills that you have, the more valuable you are. Lastly, I want to say if you're a radio station and you're looking for somebody who's really awesome at radio imaging, announcing, and voice acting, you know, I know a guy. Anyway, I'm Dane Reid. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my rant. I'm the voiceover guy, and I'm gone. Peace.